Oxara sent it here. And this is a general read, I guess. I don't know what the title is, y'all. For Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, water signs. While I'm shuffling these cards, please make sure to hit that subscribe, that follow button. Make sure you like this video as well because it really helps. Appreciate the love and the support. Let's jump right into it. I already shuffled this deck. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Let me get two more for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm pausing, y'all, because I'm getting downloads. I'm just trying to figure out how to say it or where it goes in the read. So I'm just holding off on saying it right this second. It's something about the number 3. I was hearing like this message is for the next. I was trying to figure out, is it the next 3 days, the next 3 weeks? Because I keep seeing 3. So it could be 3 days for some of you, 3 weeks for others. Why do y'all seem bored and not emotionally void? I don't mean to say it sounds so harsh, but I don't know. Is this boredom with life? Boredom with the status quo? Boredom with the repetition? There's discontent and boredom here. There's also emotional loss as well. Heart chakra. Like this has something, I don't know if you got your heart broken or disappointed in regards to something emotionally, whether it's romantic or otherwise. And it has somebody or someone closed off. It feels closed off. Heart chakra right here. The color green could be significant. For some of you, because this recognition and reward is here, a discontent or boredom with something in regards to work or something that you put energy into, whether it's a job or a passion project or entrepreneurship, whatever it is. Maybe it's you don't feel it's being reciprocated. The energy that you're putting into it, you're not getting back. Maybe feeling like giving up. Like I said from the beginning, because there's a loss here. It feels like someone's like, okay, this is not turning out the way that I wanted to or the way that I thought that it would. The way that I envisioned it. And now I just want to be done with it. Like just kind of blocking yourself off emotionally or mentally to whatever this is. Material and spiritual prosperity. This is for the next 3 weeks, whatever this is. Because this is, and even that's a stretch, right? I really want to say the next 3 days. But that's a lot of pressure to put people under to all of a sudden change their outlook or like. As quickly as possible. Okay? That's the only thing I'm going to say. Just work on these little issues. That's the purpose of my readings right now. To point out the little things that we need to work on so that we can ascend, so that we can receive downloads from God, because stuff is going on. Everybody needs to be aware. And make sure your energy, your heart is light as a feather. Your intent is pure. That you've released things that no longer serve you. Or thought processes, behaviors. And in this case, this is a behavior of someone when something gets too hard or they don't see the reciprocity right off the bat, that they just give up. This is a behavior. It's a pattern. And the Most High is like, if you want to see this recognition and reward, this material and spiritual prosperity, and in your reality and beyond the things that you can see, just in terms of manifesting and controlling your reality, there's work, and it's not going to always be easy. Sometimes you have to go back to the drawing board. Just because one situation or circumstance, whether it be, like I said, a relationship, or this is out just otherwise, this is just mostly about a personality trait or something like this. Like, sometimes you have to go back to the drawing board. That's what I was saying. And redo or re-strategize. But if somebody keeps giving up, or just when it doesn't go the way that they plan, it's just not for you. That's a limiting behavior and a belief. It's a limiting thought process that you need to remove or like work on. Because the spiritual and material prosperity is here. It's within your grasp. But there's something about your mindset. And the short attention span, child. Somebody got one. Let me see what's going on here. I feel like this emotional loss is very on brand for water signs. Not saying that you are overtly emotional. Some can be. All the signs got their flaws, but we talk about y'all right now. All the signs got their strengths too. You are caring people, or you can wear your heart on your sleeve, or give your all to something, and then when it doesn't go the way that you expect, or the way that you plan, or like I said, it doesn't reciprocate the energy that you gave, it hits you harder, or you take it more personal. And instead of addressing it or learning the lessons from it, it's just like, oh, just F it all. I'm closing off to this. I'm done with it. I'm bored with it. Like, and sometimes when you do that and not see something all the way through, this is for somebody specifically. When you're not seeing something all the way through, the recognition and the reward, or whatever this is that you're looking for, is right on the other side. Somebody, this is about a job, or being overlooked for a position, or feeling overlooked by your company, or something to that degree. Signing up for one thing, thinking that you would have the American dream, or whatever, be able to sustain, and just the overall landscape of the economy right now is not matching up, and all of the jobs are tightening up. That's like, this feels like somebody that's going through this too. Bored with the company or the position that they're in. Probably giving a lot of energy and not receiving the pay, that sort of thing. It's multiple scenarios here, but it's the same storyline of when something is too hard. And even in the regard of this job thing, it's not that you have to stay at the job. It's cut your losses. When you look at the landscape, once again, like I said, remove your emotion from it. What you thought, shoulda, coulda, woulda, versus what the reality is, because that's all we have to deal with, is what's in front of you, like the reality of it. And based on how you move, that will reflect what the next steps or the rest of the timeline looks like for you. Your energy, your thoughts, your emotions. So, like, be aware of that. Especially if you're overtly emotional, or when you're triggered, you react in an emotional nature, a standoffish nature, closing yourself off, not trying again, even if it's not in this same scenario, getting up and trying again in a new scenario, going back to the drawing board, like I said. There go that good Queen of Cups. Look at that. Get out of your emotions. We have to recognize things for what they are. We have to recognize people for what they are. When things, people, places, situations, circumstances present to you what it is, believe it. Take it at face value and then move accordingly. I keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it. There's a formula to this, y'all. And that part of it, a big part of that formula, a major part of it, is learning how to balance and control your emotions. Observing situations, people, seeing how it affects you. If you need to remove yourself, remove yourself. And keeping it moving from an observant standpoint, from a logical standpoint, from a learning standpoint. This is a learning experience. It was. So you mess around and got stuck. But that's another subject for another day. Yeah, I'm putting work in, but I'm not getting out what I feel like I deserve, or like, yeah, like I said from the very beginning. It's funny because like even after I said all that, it's like y'all energy still led with but I put all of this energy, but I put all of this love, but I put all of this work, and it was not reciprocated. I'm not getting what I need back. I was left empty, or I was left like, What about the role that we play in these emotional losses? The nuances, the signs, the red flags, whatever color flag you want to call it, in these situations, and we still choose to partake in it by not using discernment, by not using logical and critical thinking skills, and letting our emotions lead us. We be quick to say what the other person or how the circumstance was against us or how it affected us, but not the role that we played in perpetuating the cycle or what led up to it. I'm just saying, we gotta tap in. I see Emperor energy here, Aries energy. Somebody could have been dealing with the Aries energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here too. I don't even know what else to say to y'all except get out your feelings. Learn how, and that sounds dismissive, and I'm not trying to sound dismissive. I'm always trying to offer a viable solution or like some sort of concept to what I'm saying. Like really get in touch or get in tune with your emotions. Don't romanticize things. See things and people for who they are, and then you believe it. There's a romanticizing here, or dreams, not delusions, but it's nothing wrong with wishing. But make sure your manifestations are intentful. Like this is chaos manifestation. When we desire something, or we dream, or we're trying to manifest, or we wish for something, and then when the universe, God, the Most High, whatever you want to call it, when it shows you signs that it is for you or it's not for you, when there's things that we have to address, ways, beliefs, patterns throughout the process to getting to what we want, most times we just break down because it's too hard. Because we don't be wanting to do the work for real. It's just easier to blame something or someone else. God not letting us get away with this no more. I don't know what to tell y'all. Like God is just not dealing with this behavior anymore. We have to take accountability for why you're stuck here. Why you're here in the first place. Heavy fire here. Aries, Leo, Sag. If your confidence was broken by a situation or a relationship, like whatever this is, it's like God is wanting you to get back to that boss status or that confidence. Tap into your confidence. And even if you can't find the confidence from yourself, that's when you turn to God to supply you with that fuel, that higher vibrational fuel, i.e. confidence, clarity, so that you can ascend and rise above this emotional stuff that's keeping you in a lower vibration. If you're going to feel, make sure you're feeling higher vibrational energies or emotions. Otherwise, it's useful and it's keeping you stuck. Period. You need to exude confidence. And if you can't, like I said, turn to God and God will help you. The Most High with a source. That's the point. We've gotten so far away from the point of this whole thing and we lost. And being controlled by these lower level emotions. As a human, we're only programmed to have but so many emotions. There are only so many archetypes of personalities in this simulation. Okay? Don't just get caught in the tumble cycle. of it because you're not aware of that. You got the right to choose what your energy is, or like what energy you exude. That is how you control your reality and get to this recognition and reward. Because it takes a confident person to get there. Confident yet humble, but confidence nonetheless. God resides in, like, the confidence in God is one and the same. I'm telling you, it hit different. If you have not checked out my content, please do so. I'm real confident with it. Because if God is for me, who could be against me? Why do I need to feel unsure? And when I do feel unsure, I have a way developed. I have developed a way to combat it. Right then and there. God, remove these thoughts. Remove this energy that's attached to me or that's penetrating my force field because it's not my own that's making me feel like this. Right then and there. Not sit in it and let it fester. Because this is what this feels like somebody is doing, and we just can't have this. Okay? The new year is officially here, 2024. What you reap, you will sow. You got to watch what energy you are in. You got to get a grasp on this, whatever this is. And just because something doesn't work in one situation does not mean that the next time it won't. Sometimes we're being tested on our consistency. For me personally, my consistency and my persistence. When it doesn't go my way, because I'm a fire sign, it's always going to go my way or no way. Excuse me. God was like, it's on my time. Time is relative anyway. Just like, give me some more. I don't know if you guys were dealing with a fire sign, or I need you to tap into this inner fire energy. Somebody, y'all could have been dealing with a fire sign and it didn't go the way that you expected it to, or that was promised. Whether you got bored, the other person got bored, that's neither here nor there. There's a boredom here, there's a loss here. And if you're dealing with an unhealed Aries, Leo, Sag, or a immature one, meaning in age and experience, then they absolutely, it's possible that they could have blindsided you that they was doing some other stuff. Or they was entertaining other concepts or thoughts or people or something like. We get bored easily. Two of Cups, yeah. Maybe juggling or something to that degree. For some, it could be a job, or like, it feels like a position that somebody else applied for. I thought that was theirs, and then they found out that their manager was shopping around, or like still interviewing for the position. That's the loss and the boredom and that the irritation, the shutdown, the emotional punch to your confidence, or to the fact that you actually believe you deserve it, even if it's not with this company. Child, when they show you who they are, believe them. For others, like I said, this is something romantic. Like it's possible. If you're dealing with an unhealed fire sign, it's possible, child. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It could be stinkers sometimes. Oh, sorry. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn here too. Still on the job thing. It feels like competitive. Whatever this position was, it's somebody or a supervisor or a manager or something made it a competitive environment without being said. subliminally. Like, oh, you got to jump through hoops, or oh, I'm still looking at other people. Like, you got to do more and more and more to get this position, and then they ended up still shopping around or still offering it to somebody like outside of the company or externally, maybe. Maybe somebody they knew personally, and that's how they got the position. They say it's about who you know. Whoever this person is, they're not even qualified for this position. They're not qualified, meaning that they don't have the credentials, nor do they have the experience. Be careful not to get stuck in training this person and doing all of their work for them. That's probably already happening. That's why you stressed out and losing sleep, like wishing, oh, I don't want to go to work tomorrow, or I don't want to go to this place tomorrow. I don't want to see this person, these people tomorrow. It is getting worse and worse. Mental health is wealth. And I personally don't think it's something that you perfect, per se. Anything in the third dimension is not really perfection of, but the pursuit of, if that makes sense. Because pursuing it means once you get to that, like to the higher pinnacles, and you manage your emotions and like really understand where you are and not get freaked out by it and can actually function in it, knowing this is where we are and this is what this is, then you level up. It's a simulation, y'all. You won't be so bored then. It's a whole new world, okay? You won't feel so limited in any capacity, and there will be nothing or no one that can make you feel limited, that can make you feel less than when you find God and for real, find Him for real and connect for real. There will be nothing of this third dimensional structure that can do that to you. Almost like mastering. This Four of Pentacles feels like what I just said, like mastery. I hear mastery. For you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, it's emotional. And that's not in a negative way. You're the ruler of that like aspect or that characteristic of a human archetype. Anybody who falls into the Cancer will always have to manage their emotions. No, you can't control everything that happens external of you. And even to a degree you can. If you notice the signs early on. If you really tap in and connect with God, instantly, you'll be able to read somebody within a couple of minutes of being around them. Without even having to talk to them. And that in turn allows you to not waste your time or energy on things or people that it doesn't need to be wasted on. This is the two scenarios. It's a job and then it's relationships. With this Ten of Pentacles here, it's jumping back to that relationship thing. Somebody was offered something that it feels like a dream. Like you were sold a dream. Whatever it is that you bought into or you thought was going, and it's not happening, let's wrap our heads around the fact that it's not happening. And really clear out our space and mental space, and ask God for clarity and what's the next steps. If the next step will forever be to heal. And in order to heal, I give this same formula out every single time. Please check out my content. Check it out. Make sure you follow me on TikTok as well. I always give this same formula. Like I said from the beginning. Accountability, number one. Acknowledgement. I guess. Acknowledgement of the situation for what it is versus what you wanted it to be versus what you thought it was going to be versus what you were told is going to be. Like separating that from the reality of it. Just the face value of everything, That's number one. Accountability. Number two. What role did you play to get yourself in this situation? What signs did you ignore? What signs were you unable to see? Why are you unable to see them? What will you do in the future so to make sure that if you see this behavior that you remove yourself? What's the plan for it if you see it again? Is this a pattern? Is it a comfort zone? Is it a useful comfort zone? Or is it hindering? These type of questions, you just break it down. These type of questions you got to ask yourself. That is how you move through the simulation, or through your story, or through your test, or whatever the case may be. Start getting real technical and logical about stuff. Do not lie to yourself. Do not allow society or social media to lie to you. Be real. Because we've been lying ourselves so long, that's why we still here. I'm just letting you know. We can't do it no more. Not if you want this material and spiritual wealth and prosperity that God got for you. I don't even have to see his face, and just his stance is I'm content. And it's not all about being rich or millions of dollars. I'm not here to sell illusions and dreams, okay? I'm here to shatter your delusions, not feed them. So that you can really, what you really want can be a reality instead of a wish upon a star. It's a formula. You got to connect with God for real and manifest through the God within. How can we even begin to work on that if we got to get our emotions in check? What's this Ten of Pentacles in reverse for this right here, this relationship thing? Virgo energy, Empress in reverse. That's another sign that's a stinker. You know what I'm saying? If you're dealing with an unhealed one or an immature one, or like I said, young and inexperienced, not emotionally immature, whatever, then you got you something on your hands, child. And even in the case of this Ten of Pentacles, it might not even be that they don't want it. They just don't know how to go about getting it. And one thing about a Virgo, they have to sow their oats, if you're dealing with a male one, like, before they come back around. Girls, guys, whoever, you could be waiting for a long time, child. Whatever you thought they was in this Empress position, they were not, because it's in the reverse. Libra energy here too. Justice in reverse. Whether this is this person or this is you, reflecting back to what I said, there's a lack of accountability here. Some dishonesty. I wouldn't be surprised if I see the Two of Swords pop out in a minute. Because it almost feels like willful ignorance. I always talk about that. Taurus here is not allowed no more. That's major arcana back to back to back. It's just not allowed. I was like, Aquarius at the bottom of the deck. The Star. Divorce here, or a divorce that didn't happen. Y'all be surprised how everybody is going through the same scenarios, even though it's a bunch of people. This is juggling or not knowing about somebody, a wife or a girlfriend or a baby mama or something here. It's something here about a divorce too. It don't feel like it actually happened though. Like it was set to, but it didn't actually happen. even in the regards to that, if this is employment or working or like in terms of finance, or like I was saying, if this is somebody at a job, there's definitely unfair practices here. If it was me, I start keeping receipts. Don't even talk to me verbally. Send me an email, CC me, text me, whatever. Because now I got to build a paper trail. This is unfair practice for real. It's a competitive workplace. The morale is low. Whoever this is, this Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn is coming back around. It's like they coming back around. When all that I just said is you're going to fail this test or you're going to pass it. You got to take that leap, take that jump. What is this? Capricorn, Aries here. Got the Tower, got the Devil, and the Three of Cups. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn is coming back around. With all that I just told you. Leaving you in this Empress of Reverse energy every time. With this half-ass offering on, they got some other stuff going on. I hear don't drink and drive. That's what I hear. Don't drink and drive. With this Three of Cups and this Tower here. Somebody don't need to leave their drink unattended too. Because whoever this is with this Capricorn and this Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, you're going to ignore what I say and go see this person or meet up with this person. Anyway. Don't leave your drink unattended. Somebody feel like it's cute because they won't take no for an answer. But really, you got somebody who possessive on your hands. Whether that's a woman or a man, it don't like. Take it how it resonates, please. And disregard the rest. There go that Two of Swords. Willful ignorance. This change that's coming is inevitable though. It's a new dawn. It's a new day, bro. You get right or get left. I appreciate the love and the support. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button. Bye.